Whoa, that's a lot of info. Now we know what the virus does to you, though. If you get infected, your brain slows down by the root of 1/6. That's what, about 40%?
That isn't the important part.
Oh?
Those infected by Radical 6 eventually develop a powerful urge to commit suicide.
We've already seen that at work. Yeah, you're right. That would explain why Quark was, well, trying to kill himself. And Alice in the other timeline. Although she succeeded.
There are two other things in here that worry me.
Yes.
First, the part about how they haven't managed to develop a treatment for it yet.
Although they have, in our time.
What do you make of that?
It means it had been going on for a while, and there was no treatment, but eventually there was, which means a long time has passed since that happened. So, it's not December 25th anymore, that's for sure. It's been a while. It's probably been well over a year, if I had to guess. What am I supposed to make of it? Maybe they just hadn't found one when this journal was written. I mean, from what we know, there's a drug called Excelsior that cures it.
Exactly. But in the journal it says it might take 20 years to make something like that.
It says 10 or 20. That doesn't mean it's been 10 years. That'd be impossible. Unless I'm right and this is all virtual reality. Hold on a second. I'm getting confused. When was this thing even written?
December 29th.
Oh, you mean of the same year that we're in?
No year.
No, oh, it doesn't list a year. So you know what it is? It's probably December 29th, 2029 that was written. Well, there's no way it was written this year.
Yeah, probably not. Anyway, moving on. The second concern I have is about the underground shelters it mentions.
Okay.
The newspaper article said something about quarantining people too.
Maybe we were quarantined, and then Zero took over to do something.
After we read it, we all thought the same thing. What if this was one of those quarantine facilities?
Uh-huh.
But this journal seems to suggest the opposite.
Oh, really?
The few humans who survived the outbreak have been locked away by the government in underground shelters.
Okay, and by the government. Maybe that relates to, Alice and Clover, possibly. But yeah, the few humans who've survived. Is the humans thing special, or? You're trying to say that this place might be one of those underground shelters? Which would mean we're all supposed to be uninfected. And yet Quark is. Maybe Tenmyoji knows something, because Tenmyoji said, "How would he get infected?" kind of thing. It probably has to do with the woman. The dead woman. We would have been thrown in here to keep us safe. The problem is, we were abducted before this whole widespread Radical 6 thing even happened.
Yeah. I mean, there's no way to say for sure at this point, but it seems possible.
Definitely plausible. But Quark's been infected, right?
Then maybe the virus got in somehow.
Yup. That would be bad.
Just think about it for a minute.
Okay.
If this is one of those shelters, a lot of things start to make sense.
Oh, really?
Maybe we've been here for a long time.
Not too long. Quark is still a kid. Some of us might, look similar if we've aged like 5 years. Quark, though, would look radically different. Get it? Radically?
Like, maybe they put us to sleep somehow. Made us sleep for years, maybe even decades.
In pods, you mean? Like in the pod room? That would be freaky. But there were only 3 pods, right? I don't know.
While we were sleeping, the pandemic that the newspaper article talked about happened. And whoever had this journal made this entry.
And then once the antiviral treatment was finished, they woke us up?
Right. It's all just speculation, but...
I suppose it's possible. If there are more pods than just the 3. No, that doesn't make sense. I mean, it seems like a pretty plausible scenario, but... we were all captured before the pandemic started, right? There's the kicker.
Yeah.
Now, how would they have... known to put us to sleep for that long? How would they have known to do that? Oh, wait! I know how they would have known. It's what Alice was talking about, the bioweapon. They were preparing to launch it or whatever, right? So they were maybe abducting some people and hiding them in shelters before they launched it? Possibly? Maybe? Most importantly, why the hell are we playing the Nonary game if the point of this place is to save us? Throwing a bunch of people into a game that might kill them is a pretty weird way to protect them from a pandemic.
Yeah, you're right.
See? It's very confusing.
We don't have enough information to make any real conclusions.
Alright.
I think we should see if we can find anything else.
Sounds like a plan. Fi had barely finished speaking before she took off for the magenta door. Am I supposed to follow her? Hey, weren't you coming to the infirmary with me?
I've changed my mind.
Oh?
You can tell me about Quark later.
Okay. And with that... Uh-oh, I'm all alone now. Dio, don't kill me, please. She was gone. Man. I let out a long, tired sigh and started off toward the infirmary. How's he doing?
He seems to be stable, as far as I can tell.
And he'll be knocked out for a few hours at least.
Still sleeping.
That's good. Let's see. Mind if I have a look?
Please, go ahead.
I made my way around the partition to the side of Quark's bed, which was right next to the dead woman's bed, and that was a bit creepy. The journal and the thing Fi and I had talked about would definitely need to be addressed, but for the moment the AB game was what I needed to concentrate on. Yeah. To ally or not to ally? Probably to ally, but... Lives are at stake. Mine and Quark's. Those infected by Article 6 eventually develop a powerful urge to commit suicide. If the journal was telling the truth, then as soon as the aesthetic wore off, Quark would go insane again. What if we weren't able to restrain him a second time? What if he managed to kill himself before we got to him? Perhaps he'd just get out of the infirmary and go hide somewhere. On the other hand, it wasn't like we could keep anesthetizing him forever. There was only one way to save Quark, and that was with Accelerator. Unfortunately, Dio has stolen it. The dick. If we wanted to get it back, Clover and I would have to vote ally. But if I did, there was an excellent chance I'd end up dead. The question was then what to do. Sacrifice myself to save Quark? Or keep quiet about the danger he was in to save myself? It was so faint I almost didn't hear it. What?
Grandpa.
Quark's voice? Oh boy.
Grandpa.
He shifted a little, then fell silent again. That's interesting. He's supposed to be out for a while, right? It was enough, though. What on earth had I been thinking? There was no choice. I have to pick ally. How could I have even considered letting a child die in my place? Suddenly, my cheeks felt hot with embarrassment and disgust. That I had considered letting Quark die even for a minute was pathetic. There was only one choice! There had only ever been one choice! No way was I going to leave Quark to die. Unless there's branching pathways and picking the other one gives me an alternate timeline. In which case, I'm sorry, but I am going to leave him to die in that pathway. But I'll let him live the first time. My hands tightened into fists as I looked down at him. And the uncertainty I'd felt before was gone. I knew what I had to do.
Ten minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
I really do wonder if they're going to give me a choice or not. I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't, but I wouldn't be surprised if they did. Especially considering I was given the choice to pick Betray against Clover when she wasn't fighting back the one time, so...
All players, please enter your votes.
I like the song that's playing right now. It's really sweet.
If no vote is recorded before the deadline has passed, any non-voting parties will automatically ally.
All right.
Looks like it's almost time.
Yep.
You two should head back.
Uh-huh. You too? Oh, you mean Luna. What about you?
Not going. I'm worried about Quark.
Fair enough.
But you're a solo. If you don't vote...
So what? He auto-allies, he auto-allies.
I'll automatically ally.
That's better than what you did last time when you betrayed, you jerk!
I know. I heard the voice on the intercom just like you.
What are you gonna do if Kay and Alice vote betray?
Nothing, I suppose.
It just happens, and Kay gets 6 points, and hooray, but we have to worry about a certain other 6-pointer right now.
Just means I lost that round. I'd just be voting ally anyway.
Alright. Oh, so you're nicer now, jerk.
You know who my opponents are, right?
Oh, right. Now that I think about it, Alice only has 1 BP, so fair enough. You don't want to kill her.
Alice only has 1 BP left. If I pick Betray and they chose Ally, I'd kill her.
Hopefully that's the same way Dio thinks.
I'm not so desperate to escape that I'm gonna kill someone for it. And even if I was, I can't leave Quark behind.
Fair enough.
You see? Doesn't matter if I go into the AB room or not. My vote's the same either way.
Alright. Temioji's mind was made up. Trying to persuade him to leave would have been pointless. And also, I see no reason to do so. I think he's correct. Alright. Take care of Quark.
Of course. You worry about yourself.
Yeah. Thanks, Temioji. Or, no, you know, Tenmyoji. You were kind of a dick before, and I understand. I don't think I fully understand. I'm sure you have some connection with that woman, but you're not as bad at it as I was making you out to be. It was just temporary. I'm sorry, I love you, man. I love you! Let's go, Luna!
Okay.
Luna and I headed out of the infirmary, leaving Tenmyoji and Quark behind. When we got to the warehouse, we found everyone else waiting for us. Well, not quite everyone. Where's Dio? One other person was missing. Hey, where's Dio?
Take a look at the doors.
Oh, is he already in? They're all closed. Ah, he opened one of them, though. We came in here before. The one on the far right was open.
And that would mean...
That means he went in, I guess.
Exactly.
That bastard. He'd probably been worried I might try and take the Excelsior from him by force, so he'd hidden himself in the AB room. What a coward. I'd made up my mind to choose Ally no matter what, but a part of me had still considered trying to jump Dio if he dropped his guard. Now he'd made sure I wouldn't get that chance to try.
Where's Tenmyoji?
Oh,
Luna explained Temioji's choice.
I see. Well, I guess that means I don't have to worry about him picking Betray.
right. What will you guys be choosing then?
Ally, of course.
Oh. Uh-huh, of course, yeah. I mean, Kay's not a dick from what I can tell, so he probably wouldn't pick Betray just to get 9 points.
Because my BP is 6, I assume.
Oh, yeah. There you go, there's the reason.
Yes. As long as Tenmyoji votes Ally, I can't choose Betray. If I do, Kay's BP will go up to 9.
But what if he forces you?
Oh, that was a creepy laugh.
You needn't worry. I would never do something so crass.
Really?
How about you just not go into the room at all? That's a plan.
Of course.
Then you don't need to go in there.
Oh, exactly.
Excuse me?
There we go. That's smart. I wasn't thinking anyone would bring that up. There we go, Fi. High five. High five, get it?
Alice can vote by herself. Then we don't have anything to worry about, right?
Well,
Oh, were you actually thinking about it? Probably not. He's a nice guy. I'd assume.
I apologize, but I'm afraid I can't agree to that.
Oh, and why is that?
Why not?
I just can't.
What?
Shall we go, Alice?
What? No, that's creepy as all hell. Why can't you agree to that? I would like to hear. Do you have some kind of private thing to discuss with Alice? Otherwise...
Hey, hold on a minute there.
Yeah. Kate continued to briskly towards the AB room as he simply hadn't heard Fi. Alice scrambled to follow him, perhaps concerned that he would lock her out. What's going on with Kay? Only seconds later, they disappeared into the third room from the left. What is up with that? I thought Kay was supposed to be a nice guy. So, he must have a really serious reason, like he's gotta have something private to discuss with Alice? I guess?
I hope Alice is going to be okay.
And I guess the whole thing is he wanted to make sure it was absolutely private, like, he didn't want to discuss it with her in some room just in case somebody was listening, maybe?
Well, there's nothing we can do now. If Kay told the truth, she'll be fine.
If he told the truth, what's the point of going in the AB room?
Five minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
Let's get in there! Let's do it!
Time's almost up. Come on, Luna.
Let's go!
Right.
They headed off at a trot toward the second room from the right, and were soon out of sight inside it. Alright, Clover, time for us to go.
Oh, okay. Right behind you.
I sighed to myself and headed toward the leftmost AB room. The one with the woman again? And there's another dead person! Dun dun dun! That'd be creepy. But then there will be a pattern. Oh boy. Start. Are we going straight into the vote, or are we gonna have some convo first, or what?
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna make love to you, but first, I'm gonna vote, ally? I don't really have a choice, do I? There's only one thing I can do. I'm gonna choose ally. So, am I gonna get a choice this time?
You can't!
Why not?
You'll die!
Yeah, well, if I don't, Cork will die. Well, you never know. Just because Dio told us to pick ally doesn't necessarily mean he's gonna pick betray.
Do you really think a jerk like that is going to choose ally if he doesn't have to? No. No way! He's got 6 BP right now. If he picks betray, then he'll have 9 points!
And yet, if we pick betray, he could crush the thing and Quark will die. So, I mean, we don't really have a choice. Well, what about you? If I pick betray and he picks ally, you'll have 9 BP. Though, I don't you'll leave with Alice, but hey.
Huh?
You've got 6 BP too, right? If Dio chooses ally and we choose betray, then you'd have 9 BP.
What? No, that's not... I didn't even realize that until you brought it up.
I want to believe you on that, actually. She sometimes does miss things like that.
I'm just trying to tell you that Dio is going to pick betray. That's who he is.
Even if that's the case, I mean... Like, if I pick betray and he crushes the thing, then fucking Quark's gonna die, so... And I'm trying to tell you that I've made up my mind. That's who I am. Oh yeah, that's the Sigminator. It also might be because I'm an android, so a cyborg, and laws of robotics prevent me from picking betray. But... no, actually, if they do give me a choice, then I can't be a complete android. It's impossible. Anyways. The only choice is Ally. It's the only chance we have to get that medicine back.
That's why Dio called you an IG.
An idiotic guy.
What makes you think he's going to give us the Accelavir, even if you do what he says?
True, but he definitely won't give it to us if we don't do what he says. Maybe he won't, but I can guarantee that he'll destroy it if I pick Betray. That's who he is.
Fine. If you aren't gonna listen to me, then I guess I don't have a choice.
Are you gonna knock me out and pick Betray for me?
I'll be pushing that button.
Huh? Before I realized what was going on, Clover ducked past me and ran toward the voting machine. Oh shit. No! Stop! I snatched her by the arm and hauled backward with all my strength. Oh god. Giggity position?
Ow!
Let's get giggity! Sorry! I guess that was a little too hard, huh?
Hey! What do you think you're doing? You can't just throw a girl around like that.
Well then let's get busy. Well, you're the one who tried to trick me!
You're gonna die!
Yeah, well, you shouldn't care about a nobody like me anyways. I'm probably a robot, or a cyborg, or maybe an android. Or is there a difference between an android and a robot?
Dio's going to kill you!
Actually, there is, and I know what the difference is. But 16 is an android, 17 and 18 are cyborgs. But, anyways.
You can't do this!
I love you, Clover. You're my waifu, but I have to. I have to. It is my will of D or something. Dio, will of Dio.
I don't want you to die.
Really? I mean, I'm glad. I like you and all, but why do you like me? Why do you all of a sudden trust me? Is there some big reason, or do you just like people living? I mean, I like people living, but I like Quark living too, so... Let's make love. Right here, right now, in case I die.
10 seconds remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
Oh shit, we don't have time for making love. A kiss then. This is... Thanks. It means a lot to hear you say that, Clover. I gave her my best reassuring nod and turned to face the polling machine.
3, 2, 1.
Let me guess. Yup. I actually get a choice. Probably because of what Clover said. If I pick Betray, it's going to be because of what Clover said, probably. Like, oh, she convinced me, damn it. She convinced me, but I'm going to end up doing both. For now, though, I got to do Ally. It's the right thing. It's the manly thing. Please wait.
Round 2 of the Ambidex game has been completed.
If I die, I die. And I go back in time. But hey, that's semantics. Honestly, if I didn't know I could go back in time, would I still pick Ally? If I'm being completely honest, I'm kind of a coward. I might actually pick Betray here. And to be fair, it's true. If Dio's a complete evil douchebag, and he picks Betray and gets 9 points, he's out of here. He's not going to care about saving Quark. So, I mean, you could argue, well, pick Betray, and then when he comes out of the AB room, try and jump him, but that might even be what I do. In fact, in real life, I'd probably do that instead. Pick Betray, then when he comes out of the AB room, like, try and tag team him with Clover before he gets a chance to look at the results of the screen. That's what I would do in real life, probably. And that might even be the correct choice, what I'm supposed to do. But, for now, in-game, I want Sigma to be a man!
Results will be displayed in the warehouse. Thank you for your participation. Ambidex gates now opening.
Honestly, in real life, I wouldn't be nearly athletic enough to probably stop Clover from hitting the button. She'd probably hit it for me. But anyways, Clover and I stepped out of the AB room. For several long moments, we just stared at one another. Just make out already. Words weren't necessary. We already had the feels. Everything she would have tried to tell me, I could already see in her eyes. Let's go. Find out if I died or not. I turned and I headed toward the results screen.
Sigma.
I'm sorry. I know we can't make babies now. And another pathway. We'll do it. Don't worry. I heard her behind me, her voice barely louder than a whisper. The choice was already made. I stood up straight and kept walking. Five people this time, instead of 8 or 4. Chaos, betray. Ally, ally. Oh, I'm dead. Also, Kay, what a dick! So I'm dead.
Results from round 2 of the Ambidex game will now be displayed.
Alright, time for the first game over because of penalization. Alright.
Please check your bracelet to see your updated bracelet points.
What?
Sigma's BP is...
Negative.
Suddenly, all eyes were on me. I felt their weight, but stood my ground. It was the result I'd expected. I took a deep breath and closed my eyes. I didn't have to wait long. There was a sharp, quick pain in my wrist, barely even noticeable. I would like to know the discussion going on about what the fuck Kay did, though, but anyways. I couldn't feel anything flowing into my veins, but I knew it was there. First would be the anesthetic Soparil. I blinked and my vision started to blur. When I tried to think, it felt like my mind had been stuffed with cotton. My legs began to wobble, then gave out entirely as I crumpled to the floor.
Sigma!
Sorry, Phi. Blame Dio, he's a dick.
Sigma!
Snake? Snake? Snake!
Hang on!
Oh?
Hey!
What?
Sigma!
What?
Get up!
How am I gonna get up? Is it because I'm a robot? And I'm not a real boy? Can I get up?
Sigma!
Kay, you were kind of a dick just now, so you can't really be sad for me. I'm sorry. Really? Why did you pick Betray? Anyways.
Oh no! Oh no, oh no, oh no!
Let me guess. Let's hear Dio's evil laugh. Come on, it better be good. He killed me. He better have a good one. Trying to open my eyelids was like trying to lift sheets of lead. Come on, Dio, give me your best evil laugh. My eyes had lost the ability to focus, but I could make out a blur that it to be Dio in front of the number 9 door. What about Kay? Is this... Damn it! You'll keep your promise, god damn it! I groaned and with a Herculean effort lifted my head and then my sluggish body off the floor. Oh yeah, let's just be like Snake in the first game. Even when we're dead, we're not dead. We're dead when we say we're dead. Every step was a battle, and whenever I shifted my weight, my muscles threatened to give out again. But somehow I forced myself ahead, a single thought burning my mind. I would reach Dio. Then at last, the smudge of color faded into a recognizable person. I threw out my hand in front of him. Give it back! Give me the medicine!
Give it back? Don't act like it's yours. Are we supposed to share everything we find here?
I don't care. Just hand me the medicine!
What are you talking about?
We found the Accelerator in the laboratory.
And Dio stole it.
What?
You mean he has it? Right now?
Yeah. So?
I kept my promise. Now you... keep yours. I wasn't a fool. I knew the kind of person Dio was. There was a chance he wouldn't give us back the Accelerator. If he didn't, then I'd die with my hands around his throat. I gathered as much of my mind as I could. I got ready to attack.
Fine.
Not quite what I had been expecting.
Here.
Let me guess, it drops. With a shrug, he pulled the vial out of his pocket and tossed it toward me. I caught it and pulled the tiny glass bottle to my chest, worried I might drop it. The label said unmistakably, Excelavir. It was the real thing. Clover, take it. I held it out toward her.
Right. Of course.
She quickly turned it into her pocket. Good. Now at least Cork will be alright. With that, the last of my strength left me, and I dropped to my knees. Are we not gonna get an evil laugh? Dio needs to do an evil laugh. Anyways.
Sigma, are you okay?
Of course not!
Sigma! Sigma!
All the girls love me. Oh yeah. Too bad I die though. I guess this is it.
First, is this over real? Which puts you to sleep. 9 minutes later, the tubocularine is injected, numbing your respiratory muscles. I guess you could say it'll really take your breath away.
9 minutes. Once the Superior was injected, I had 9 minutes until the muscle relaxant followed it. About 4 minutes had already passed, which left me with 5, give or take a little. Just kiss the girl you like before you die. You gotta do it. Kiss them all. In 5 minutes, I'd be dead. What could I do in 5 minutes? How could I save myself? Huh. I gave a raspy, quiet laugh, even with death staring me in the face. I seemed to be determined to struggle right up until the very end. Okay, Sigma. You can do this. Oh! Is there to be continued here? Clinging desperately to what little consciousness I had left, I racked my brain for any possible solutions. How could I save myself? How? There had to be something. Every problem, no matter how difficult, has a solution. There's always another option. Hopelessness is a state of mind. I just had to think. Think. If there was a way out, I'd find it. It's called going back in time, but is there another way out? I wasn't ready to give up on life yet. There had to be an answer. Game over? To be continued. Shit. Okay. That's cool. I have a prediction. There are buttons on the side, just like in the first game, right? There's probably another combination, and this time it takes the bracelet off? Maybe? I mean, in that case, Zero lied to us about how to take it off, but hey, it's Zero. He's allowed to lie. So, yeah. I believe that was pathway number 8. And pathway number 9, I do kind of want to go back and get the 2 virals for Alice and Cork in the one pathway, my original pathway, but at the same time, I want to see what happens when I pick Betray. Based on the fact that it's to be continued, I'm assuming picking Betray is actually wrong, but I probably need to know something about how to take the bracelet off in some magic way. Or I need to know that I'm a robot, or something. Or that I have a mechanical arm, and I can just take it off, or, I don't know, something. Anyways, the point is, yeah, I'm gonna be done this for now, I think. I really want to see what happens when I pick Betray. Oh, but I think I'll have to save that for next time. So, yeah, see you guys.